Over the past few years, Dominica has been working towards establishing a bolder identity. Now, we are proud to present our new logo, which is as unique as the country itself. The various shades of green depict the lush, verdant landscape that covers the island. The rich purple accent color comes from our beloved Cicero parrot. The vibrant red connotes our rich Creole culture, and the letters flow naturally, much like our 365 rivers flow out to the sea, while the M has the feel of the majestic Mont Papito, namesake of our World Heritage Site. We're excited to share this new logo as it exemplifies all that Dominica has to offer, from natural wellness experiences to wholesome cuisine, awe-inspiring water activities, adventurous escapades, and great entertainment. With this new logo, the Commonwealth of Dominica will stand out as a premier tourism destination to our international audience. Over the past few years, Dominica has been working towards establishing a bolder identity. Now, we are proud to present our new logo, which is as unique as the country itself. The various shades of green depict the lush, verdant landscape that covers the island. The rich purple accent color comes from our beloved Cicero parrot. The vibrant red connotes our rich Creole culture, and the letters flow naturally, much like our 365 rivers flow out to the sea, while the M has the feel of the majestic Mont Papito, namesake of our World Heritage Site. We're excited to share this new logo as it exemplifies all that Dominica has to offer, from natural wellness experiences to wholesome cuisine, awe-inspiring water activities, adventurous escapades, and great entertainment. With this new logo, the Commonwealth of Dominica will stand out as a premier tourism destination to our international audience.
Good morning to everyone. A very special good morning to you, and welcome to this edition of the Jazz and Creole 2022 press conference. We welcome each of you all here with us today, and we look forward to presenting to you what we have about Jazz and Creole 2022, the lineup for Jazz and Creole 2022, and what patrons can expect. I am Daphne Vidal, Project Officer at Discover Dominica Authority. This morning, we will have a very interesting press conference. So first off, I would like to invite the Destination Marketing Manager, Ms. Kimberly King, to officially welcome you to this press conference. Ms. King.
Thank you, Daphne. Good morning, everyone, and a very hearty welcome to everyone here today, as well as to the persons viewing. Let me first recognize Mr. Colin Piper, Director of Tourism and CEO of the Discover Dominica Authority, Mr. Gerard Cools-Lati, Chairman of the Dominica Festivals Committee and other committee members, Mrs. Samantha Leta, Festivals and Events Manager Acting, and her team of dedicated and volunteers at DFC, Ms. Odile John-Baptiste, Product Promotions Manager Acting, and her team in Product Development and Quality Assurance, the marketing team as well. Welcome to the media, persons who are make part of the lineup as well. Thank you for being here, and the listening and viewing public. Good morning. So the Caribbean is one of the most tourism-dependent regions in the world. Dominica, like many other Caribbean islands, is dependent on tourism to drive foreign exchange and contribute to the national economy. Tourism in Dominica is one of the productive sectors and the engine of growth to propel our development and, most importantly, a livelihood for our stakeholders and residents. The Ministry of Tourism has articulated 5 pillars. They are adventure, agro-cuisine, aqua, health and wellness, and events and festivals. We all know, due to the COVID pandemic, tourism, travel, and hospitality were severely impacted. Events and entertainment were particularly hard hit during this period, and we are so happy for its return. As mentioned, festivals and events is an important niche and strategy pillar for Dominica's tourism development. Festivals and events help to ensure the continuity of key traditions while protecting the destination's culture and, importantly, ensuring the socio-economic development of the destination. This year, we have successfully piloted special events during what is traditionally the carnival period and have now made the responsible decision to open up for more events. We anticipate that hosting events will attract more visitors to the island, whether friends and family or leisure visitors. We are thrilled to host the 11th edition of Jazz and Creole 2022 after a 2-year absence, and especially after longing for our cultural events that once brought us all together. First presented by Discover Dominica Authority in 2010, Dominica's Jazz and Creole is a fusion of jazz music with Creole music, food, and culture, all in the family atmosphere of Fort Shirley in the Cabritz National Park. The event will serve as an avenue for showcasing local jazz artists next to regional and international performers. Hosted annually during the May Day holiday weekend, the event is positioned to mobilize Dominicans to the Portsmouth area, supporting the staycation initiative, and to attract visitors from the French West Indies, wider Caribbean, and the Dominican communities residing abroad to visit Dominica. The event has been well received each year. In the inaugural year, we welcomed 600 paying patrons to the main stage event, and in 2017, we welcomed just over 2,400 paying patrons who appreciated the inviting and casual ambiance of one of Dominica's major tourism attractions. Jazz and Creole forms part of the celebrations and activities for 2022, which has been dubbed the Year of Health and Wellness. At the Discover Dominica Authority, we have worked assiduously to lead a team of public and private sector stakeholders to develop and implement a calendar of events related to the Year of Health and Wellness. The main objectives of the Year of Health and Wellness are: 1, to create opportunities that will encourage in participation by our residents that will lead to improved health and wellness. 2, foster greater awareness of Dominica as the mecca of health and wellness destinations in the Caribbean and encourage visitor arrivals. Some just concluded activities include March, where we had the theme of Inner Peace, and we hosted acclaimed gospel award-winning artist Sinash to celebrate her Golden Jubilee birthday in Dominica and to praise and worship in the Nature Island. We are currently engaging in activities around fitness, as April has been themed the Fitness Month. We are hosting fitness activities at our natural sites and showcasing elements of fitness in nature. I am encouraged by the holistic approach to our strategy of growing the tourism industry and encourage the private sector to continue to work with us to showcase all the attributes that Dominica has to offer. You will hear more from our partners today. However, at this time, I would like to thank our present sponsor, the Government of the Commonwealth of Dominica, through the Ministry of Tourism, for the financial resources to stage this event, other public sector entities, the organizers through the DFC as it relates to the Festivals Committee, and our private sector main sponsors. We have an exciting calendar of fringe and main stage events for residents and visitors alike, and I would like to encourage the residents to support Jazz and Creole and to amplify the message of having a good time in the Nature Island. It is our expectation that the returns, which will be measured in visitor arrivals and the revenues spent on island, will redound to the benefit of tourism stakeholders and ultimately to a more vibrant economy that will benefit all Dominicans. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kimberly, for that warm welcome. At this time, we would like to invite the Festivals and Events Manager Acting, Mrs. Samantha Later, to introduce what we have all been waiting for, the artist lineup. Samantha?
Thank you, Daphne, and good morning to everyone present. Those of you who are watching via our Facebook pages at Discover Dominica and the Dominica Festivals, those who are listening on the radio stations, a real excited welcome to you this morning. Of course, we are extremely excited to be hosting the 11th edition of Dominica's Jazz and Creole, which is scheduled for May 1st, 2022 at the Fort Shirley within our pristine national park, the Cabritz National Park. This will be the first staging of the event since 2019 and the second staging since the change of date from the initial Pentecost weekend. So we have all been anxiously awaiting the return of Jazz and Creole. For 2022, the lineup for Jazz and Creole will showcase a diverse and interesting set of artists that are sure to entice and please you, the patrons and followers of Jazz and Creole, both locally, regionally, and further afield. Got to put on my glasses for me to see this. First up, we're going to look at the foreign artists, and for this year we're having two main foreign artists, and we are pleased to announce the first foreign act that will be gracing our shores for Jazz and Creole 2022 is Teddyson John out of St. Lucia. Teddyson, born in Castries, St. Lucia, is a deeply spiritual home. Started his musical journey at a young age, nurtured in the church. In 2007, he made a move from gospel and R&B to soca, taking his career to another dimension. This move earned him the Groovy Soca Monarch title in 2015, putting him on the map that made him become a household name locally, regionally, and internationally. It was in 2015 that became TJ's game-changing year after a decision to produce music with inspirational content and style that the Creole titled banger, Ale, was born. A song with a positive message on approaching life's challenges. It quickly grew on everyone, cementing itself as an anthem internationally in the USA, Canada, and the UK, of course, the Caribbean included. Since then, Teddyson has created numerous hits and have gained a number of accolades for his music. So we here in Dominica welcome Teddyson and his team for Jazz and Creole 2022. We are equally excited to welcome on stage with us the JSJ Trio out of Guadeloupe. JSJ is a colorful musical and artistic trio bound for the love of live music. Theirs is a story of brothers from the heart, united for the love of music. And of course, JSJ stands for the three artists that will be presenting on the stage. Jean-Michel is a music composer, a pianist, and an organist. He is basically a classical musical player that can play in several music domains. He's a rare and outstanding musician that has played with artists from all horizons in jazz, classical music, zouk, gokwa, and Caribbean jazz. Stefan is a bassist, music composer, and musical director in Guadeloupe. Since 1997, he has cooperated with several artists like Kassav, St. Clair, Angelique Kijot, Keja Jones, Tony Chassot, Victor O, and many others. And rounding off the JSJ trio, we have Jerome. He is a wise and passionate drummer. He grew up in a Guadeloupean musical family and started his career in 1994 at the age of 13 by performing in many jazz clubs with his father. One thing, of course, led to another, and he has performed with famous bands like Kassav, the Creole Company, Zouk Machine, Black Harmony. And for us here in Dominica, these are very close to our hearts. He has also performed with Gramax and Exile One. So ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the JSJ Trio out of Guadeloupe. We are quite excited to be welcoming Teddyson John and JSJ to our shores for Jazz and Creole 2022. Of course, we have an amazing lineup of local artists, and like I said, I think this year we are really looking forward to putting on a great, amazing show. And the first of many local artists that we would want to feature this year is sort of a combination of what we like to call woman power, you know, in the fact of having 4 women artists in the name of Fem4. So we're dubbing them the Fem4 for Jazz and Creole 2022. And they are all here present with us. I'm just going to let you know who our Fem4 for Jazz and Creole 2022 is going to be. On stage with us, we're going to be graced by Shalina. Shalina is famous for her energetic and vibrant personality and is known for her versatility in various genres and edgy performances as an artist. With her musical knowledge, she has established herself in soca, kadas, R&B, and bouyon. We welcome Shalina. Next, Fem4, we have Stasha. Stasha, real name is Marsha Laura, with the stage name Stasha. She has been on the music scene very recently from 2017. Stasha is dedicated in her art form, and this has been recognized as she has been awarded Dominica's Soca Artist of the Year 2021 to 2022 by the Dominica Music Awards. Stasha, welcome to Fem4. Next up, we have Marsha, destined to create from inception. Marsha Augustine is a hard-working, intelligent, humble go-getter from the village of Paybush. Her consciousness is evident in her beautiful, soulful songs and lyrics. From the hotel lounge to national events, Marsha leaves her mark whenever and wherever she performs. Marsha, welcome. Rounding off our Fem4 for Jazz and Creole 2022, we have Tasha P. Tasha P is the first female Calypso monarch of Dominica and currently the reigning Calypso monarch of Dominica. She is a very diverse and talented singer who has represented Dominica regionally and internationally as an artist. Tasha is also the lead female vocalist of the legendary Dominican band, the Swinging Stars. Tasha, welcome. And this is our Fem4, ladies and gentlemen, our first artist for Jazz and Creole that we're bringing out for you, our first local artist, Fem4, Shalina, Stasha, Marsha, and Tasha. I see the names are all rhyming, so we can play with that for sure. Ladies, I would love to have a representative say a few words on behalf of Fem4. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that amazing introduction. Protocol has already been established, so I want to say good morning to all the listeners and viewers of this press conference. I think that we can collectively agree that we look forward to presenting you with an exciting and or captivating performance on May 1st, Jazz and Creole as the 11th edition. So of course we're encouraging everyone to go out and purchase your tickets because we have something amazing in store for you. Once again, thank you for having us and featuring us at this year's Jazz and Creole. Thank you.
I just love the name. People, Fem4, Jazz and Creole 2022. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much, Samantha, and thank you so much to the Fem4, and thank you to our original jazz artists, Teddyson John and JSJ out of Guadeloupe, for gracing us with their presence at this edition of Jazz and Creole. We'd like to recognize the presence of the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism here with us today. Welcome and thank you for joining us. At this point, we'd just like to let patrons know what are some of the requirements for access into the venue. To enter the venue, patrons are required to present their Jazz and Creole ticket, their vaccination card, and a valid picture ID. Unvaccinated patrons need to present a negative antigen test taken 24 hours prior to the event. We wish to remind patrons that Jazz and Creole will be held within the Cabrit National Park, and as such, there are some protocols that we need to follow. There should be no smoking of any kind at all within the national park, and the use of glass bottles is strongly prohibited because we do not want any fires to start within the national park. We all have to work together to protect our national heritage at the Cabrit National Park. We will also be working with our usual shuttle service provider to provide direct access to the venue to patrons, and we will be making announcements on how exactly that will be working out in upcoming press conferences. So stay tuned to our social media pages for more information. We will also partner with the Dominica Police Force to ensure the safety and security of all patrons at the venue. So we encourage you to continue following us, following our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube channels. Look out for teasers from our artists and look out for an exciting Jazz and Creole 2022. At this point, I would like to invite Mrs. Later once again to speak to us about ticketing.
Thank you, Daphne. And of course, we are ready. We are waiting for Jazz and Creole to hit our homes, to hit the music scene or radio stations with the music being played on the air. And of course, we are waiting to buy our tickets. I think this is an important aspect. I think people are ready and waiting. Of course, Jazz and Creole is a staple event on our Dominica's calendar of activities. The standard of Jazz and Creole continues to surpass all expectations. And with this expectation for this year, we have increased the Jazz and Creole ticket pricing. For this year, we are offering persons a very exciting and interesting VIP experience at the Jazz and Creole at the Cabrit National Park at Fort Shirley. And for the VIP experience, the ticket prices are $250. We also have children 12 to 18 years. Their tickets would go on sale at $75. And of course, children under 12 are free of charge. Of course, we want to do something for our patrons, something special as it relates to Jazz and Creole ticket special sales. And I am pleased to announce that as of tomorrow, from tomorrow at 10 a.m., we will be offering a special on the grounds experience at $120. So persons start getting your monies together, your groups together. Patrons can purchase tickets at our office here at the Discover Dominica Authority from 10 a.m. And we are pleased to announce that we will also be offering this special on our online platform at shop.access767.com/DFC. Of course, we will be giving a lot more information via our Facebook and Instagram pages on where you can purchase tickets, but we really want to announce today that tickets go on sale from 10 a.m. tomorrow. Of course, you can purchase your VIP tickets from tomorrow, but the special for the grounds will also be on at $120 EC, and that special will be short-lived. It'll only be until next week, Friday. That is up until Friday, April 22nd. So start organizing from today. Of course, we really had, like Kimberly mentioned, we really have to say a special thank you to those sponsors who have come on board just thus far. Of course, the government of Dominica through the Ministry of Tourism as our headline sponsor. We also welcome Trading International Group, and for those of you who are wondering who Trading International Group is, these are the groups from under Fine Foods, but their company, grouping company is Trading International's Group. We welcome Belfast Estate, Tranquility Beach Resort and Spa, Astafans, and Rainbow Rental. So these are our sponsors thus far. Of course, if you're still willing to be part of Jazz and Creole, please feel free to come and talk to us at the DFC. We are more than willing to work with our corporate sponsors as we move forward. Of course, more details will be given on these partnerships and sponsors. Like I said, we have an interesting details from our sponsors as we move on to our next press conferences and through our Instagram pages and our Facebook pages. We want you to also look out for more details on the health protocols and procedures involving testing for unvaccinated persons, and of course more details on our fringe events. Of course, the fringe events are held by a number of private sector organizations, and these events add a bonus. It adds value to the Jazz and Creole event and leads up to the main stage on May 1st. So look out for more information on the Jazz and Creole Fringe. Of course, we know that fashion plays an integral part of Jazz and Creole, and patrons are already getting themselves ready for this Nature Island chic event that is Jazz and Creole. So we are also encouraging persons to start looking at their outfits, get it ready, and we are pleased to announce that we will also be offering a prize for the best dressed male and best dressed female for this year's Jazz and Creole. So I know a lot of persons have already been telling us they're ordering their outfits, they're thinking of what fantastic new designs that they have making. Our designers are going crazy with the designs, so I think we are looking forward to an amazing fashion element as it relates to Jazz and Creole this year. And of course the team here at DDA and DFC, and of course with our partners, are going to put on an exceptional show for you. Of course, our artists, we announced Fem4, we announced our foreign acts, Teddyson John and the JSJ Trio, Teddyson out of St. Lucia, JSJ out of Guadeloupe. We are looking forward to the release of some other local acts as the weeks go by. So we really want to encourage persons to follow our Facebook and Instagram pages at Discover Dominica and the Dominica Festivals. Of course, for more details on Jazz and Creole 2022. Again, tickets special on sale from tomorrow at 10 a.m. with the grounds specials at $120 EC until next week Friday, where it goes back to $150. VIP at $250, children 12 to 18 at $75, and of course children under 12 free. So again, we are here to assist and to really put on an amazing show. I know I see my Fem4 all smiles. I know they have their head what's going to happen and waiting to entertain all our patrons and our listeners, our viewers outside. So again, we want to thank the media for coming out today, and we will if you have any questions, feel free to ask any questions as it may deem necessary right now. Thank you.
Okay, well, it seems that we have provided the media with all the information of this first Jazz and Creole 2022 press conference. We thank the media for attending. We thank the young ladies for gracing us with their beautiful smiles and their beautiful presence today as we announce that they will be on Jazz and Creole, on the Jazz and Creole 2022 lineup. So look forward to more information on Jazz and Creole 22 next week, Wednesday, same time, 10 a.m., same place, Discover Dominica Authority. Thank you, everyone.
Over the past few years, Dominica has been working towards establishing a bolder identity. Now, we are proud to present our new logo, which is as unique as the country itself. The various shades of green depict the lush, verdant landscape that covers the island. The rich purple accent color comes from our beloved Cicero parrot. The vibrant red connotes our rich Creole culture, and the letters flow naturally, much like our 365 rivers flow out to the sea, while the M has the feel of the majestic Mont Papito, namesake of our World Heritage Site. We're excited to share this new logo as it exemplifies all that Dominica has to offer, from natural wellness experiences to wholesome cuisine, awe-inspiring water activities, adventurous escapades, and great entertainment. With this new logo, the Commonwealth of Dominica will stand out as a premier tourism destination to our international audience.